and welcome to another edition of Better Sports News. I am George O, and Jeff Chappie Chapman's on vacation, so with me at the desk is the lovely Phoenix. How you doing, Phoenix?
I'm swell, thank you. I'm so excited to be here, and you guys should get really excited too. If you have anything to do, March 14th and 15th here at Santa Anita, huge handicapping contest. $100,000 in prizes, $40,000 in cash prizes.
Cash is always great. I love the cash, but part of the $100,000 in prizes are the spots that you could earn to the National Handicapping Championship, the NHC. They're going to give away 7 spots. 7, that is huge. To the BC Challenge, full package, they're going to give away to the top 2. 2 of those, that's huge. And then 3 through 6, they're going to get $2,500 entry fee to the BC. It's one of the most exciting contests of the year. It's the 14th and the 15th. It's a live money tournament, which is one of my favorites. I love that. And $1,000 is an entry fee. $2,500 is your bankroll to bet the whole weekend. So $3,500 gets you in. 100% of the entry fees goes to the prizes. It's one of the best contests of the year. If you're anywhere in the neighborhood, get to Santa Anita. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. And any information that you guys have, you can contact Nate Newby at 626-574-6391.
For the 14th, we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Is that right?
Yes, St. Patrick's Day is celebration early here. We have $4 Jameson shots, and I wish I'm on the clock. So, but oh man, have you had Jameson and pickleback juice?
I don't even know what that is. And what?
It's so good. Jameson and pickleback. Shot of Jameson, shot of pickle juice. Awesome.
All right, you definitely want to miss that. That's pretty awesome. Awesome news in the NFL this weekend too, right?
Lots of trades. The NFL is going crazy trading everyone. It's so exciting. The Colts got Frank Gore and Andre Johnson.
Oh man, that is huge. That really propels them and gives Luck some weapons to work with. Frank Gore, obviously one of the best running backs in the NFL. Andre Johnson leads in every category in receiving, so it immediately makes the Colts a Super Bowl contender, I think, and very exciting for the Colts.
And Philly got DeMarco Murray.
Woo.
Chip Kelly is creating a lot of buzz these days, but I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, some people think he's nuts. He traded a lot of people away, but now, he picks up DeMarco Murray, who I think is going to fit the system great. He really wanted to move to Philly, too. Sam Bradford's there. They were roommates when they were in Oklahoma. He's going to fit in great in Chip Kelly's system. He's going to be wonderful. Plus, they might pick up some help if they make some deals in the draft, right?
Yeah, they might pick up Marcus Mariota, which is who he really wants. And he knows the system, so he's going to do fantastic.
Yeah, he's gonna fit right in. It's going to be, and I think the Colts are definitely going to be a Super Bowl contender with these pickups.
Yes, I agree. And speaking of Super Bowl, here are the Super Bowl odds if you want to win in 2016. Indianapolis, 6-1, which is the favorite.
Wow.
And second favorite, we have 2, Seattle and Green Bay, both at 11-2. New England, who won the Super Bowl, is 4th at 6-1, and Dallas 8-1.
Wow, and you know what? I mean, I think New England wins the Super Bowl, and they're 4th favorite. So to me, madness, but I think it's going to be exciting.
Such madness. Speaking of madness, we're in March. It's March Madness. It starts the 18th, and over 40 million Americans are estimated to fill out the brackets, and $9 million in betting.
$9 billion.
$9 billion.
Oh my goodness, $9 billion.
$9
okay,
billion.
So $40 million. I mean, it's really. I think when March Madness started, it really wasn't that big betting. A few weeks that everybody thought it would be. But now it's more than double what they bet in the Super Bowl. So I mean, $9 billion being bet. And I know that from going to Vegas, just about every year, March Madness, it's electric in Vegas. You get there, everybody's betting, all the TV.
Fun.
It's so much fun. March Madness is one of the most fun times to be in Vegas. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun this weekend in horse racing, right on the 14th. Big race, right?
Huge race, big prep for the Kentucky Derby.
Right, it's the Rebel Stakes at Oaklawn, and our girl Phoenix actually got to interview Bob Baffert. So when we come back, you guys don't go away because you don't want to miss the interview Phoenix with Bob Baffert.
It was so much fun, yes. You want to catch that.
All right, we'll see you after this break. How you guys doing? George O here, and I find myself at Santa Anita in the sports book. So many cool places to hang out at Santa Anita. Look at this artwork behind me with the jockey helmets, so colorful. In here you got great TVs, places to wager, so many cool things at Santa Anita. You gotta, hey Phoenix, what's happening?
What do you got here?
Oh my goodness, check this out. It's the Sports Illustrated cover when Stevie Cawthon won the Triple Crown, the last one of the Triple Crowns. It's cool or what?
That's his signature?
That's his signature right there.
Oh,
You know where I got it?
God.
I got it at the Players Challenge. Is that cool? They give away so many of these cool things at the Players Challenge. You definitely want to be a part of the Players Challenge at hpqualified.com. Now, it's a great contest. The top 10 finishers all get money, and they get a lot of money. When we started in 2011, it was only like $150,000. Now it's going to be over $500,000 this year.
Wow.
So you definitely want to be a part of it. That's some big money right there, right? Plus you get all these cool things. Now, the actual contest is worth $11,500, and you could win it through feeder contests throughout the year. And the top finishers get entries into the NHC, the Horse Player World Series, and the Breeders' Cup Challenge. So you definitely want to be a part of it. You start with a $5,000 bankroll. The entry fee is $5,000. Plus you get a $500 certificate for travel. Once you get there, Phoenix, they treat you like a king. Oh my goodness, you get celebrities like Stevie Cawthon there. The food is great, breakfast is great, lunch is great. What do you think I got this? Because the food, I like to eat food. And so the food there is phenomenal. You're gonna have a great time. There's prizes, you get free daily racing forms, free Wi-Fi. They treat you like a king. You definitely wanna be a part of it.
How do we enter? How do they enter?
Oh, let me tell you. Well, you go to hpqualified.com and it'll show you all the contests you can enter to win your way into the Players Challenge. You're gonna love it, and you can take home stuff like this. What? Phoenix, go to hpqualified.com. Phoenix, where are you going?
Welcome back, and as I promised, I interviewed Bob Baffert, so here is my interview. We were at Clocker's Corner, and it was so much fun. He's a really cool guy, so check out my interview. Hi, everyone. I have a very special guest with me today, Mr. Bob Baffert. How are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Not a lot of people know that you started off as a jockey. How long were you a jockey for?
It wasn't very long. I grew up on a ranch, and we had few quarter horses, and we decided to make race horses out of them. So I was at the age of 14. I started galloping our horses, and then when I was 16, I wanted to get a license and had a dream of being a jockey. I really enjoyed it, and so I won like 25 races, quarter horse races, but nobody ever called me like a jockey. They just say, "I remember when you were trying to ride." So it wasn't really a great. I knew it wasn't going to be something I would do in the future. I just did it out of it was just a great, like anybody plays any sport.
Oh, that's great. So you love it. And actually, I think that gives you sort of like an insight of what jockeys go through, right?
Well, I mean, I know it's, I like the, some jockeys, they're just great athletes. I really didn't have the legs for it. I was too big, too heavy. I had to fight the weight. But, I know how difficult it is. And sometimes, these jockeys, it's not like, why didn't you do this? Everything is split second. And I rode quarter horses, which is really, you just break, hang on, keep them straight. But thoroughbred racing, I was really not around it at a young age. So I learned that when I came over here in '89.
Well, you have an amazing story. Your career is world-renowned, out of this world. When you're looking at those horses, is something like an intuition? I know you're looking for facts and knowledge, and obviously you've learned a lot throughout the years, especially growing up with horses, but is it just like a knack that you have for picking these horses that are just out of this world?
Well, I think it all stems back from my days with quarter horses. Quarter horses are built for speed, so when you look at thoroughbreds, it's a different type, but they sort of have they still have sometimes that same look to them. And most of our good quarter horses when I was growing up were by thoroughbred stallions. They mixed it. And so you see a lot of that, but I think a lot of it is just experience and being around them. I've known what works and what doesn't work. And, sometimes sometimes the word guessing right can be like, I have a knack for it, but that has a lot to do with it. But I think a lot of it comes down to experience.
These horses are beautiful, and they're just the horse whisperer, they call you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. You have two favorites
I'm not that quiet.
No. You have two favorites in the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, we have Dortmund, who's undefeated. He is really a big, massive, tall horse, and he's been a lot of fun. He's really just, come to the front of all these horses. And we have American Pharaoh. He's coming back. He was champion 2-year-old. He is something really special. He's fast. He's coming back. We're excited about him. So we're going to learn a lot about him when he runs in the Rebel. So I'm really looking forward to that. So he's running out of town, and it's a good place to be in. But a lot of things can happen, and I just don't get ahead of myself because these horses, they're just really fragile. So you have to just enjoy it. And to me, I feel it's a pretty rare opportunity when you can. It's hard enough to get one horse that looks like a Derby horse, but then when you have two really good ones like that, it's pretty remarkable. That it happened, and they're in my barn. And so, sometimes a lot of luck is involved in this game, so hopefully it holds up.
Well, I hope so too. I can't wait to watch them race. One is racing this Saturday, right? And at Oaklawn.
Yeah, American Pharaoh, he's coming off a layoff. He's the heavy favorite. Hopefully he wins that race, and then we're going to find another spot. Dortmund, he'll stay here for the Santa Anita Derby, unless I were to change my mind and run Pharaoh here and him somewhere else. But that can change. I mean, everything changes, and so there's nothing in stone that says we're going to do this or that, because these horses, they wake up and sometimes they need an extra few days or a week. So we let them, we go by their body language, and I think that's the hardest part as a trainer, is to learn body languages of horses, and I think that's where the experience comes in. So they tell you, what, maybe he's not up for that. Maybe I'll wait. Like I wasn't going to run Dortmund back because I really thought he had a hard race in the Bob Lewis. But then all of a sudden, about a week, 10 days later, it looked like, what, he's bounced back, so I better run him. And so it's a lot of gut feeling, that we go by, but it's mostly experience.
Yeah, they are like people. I think I look at them and I think they're just big people. That's what I say. Thank you for joining us today. It's a lovely morning, and it's a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Wow, Phoenix, that was a great interview. Great to see Bob Baffert. It must be very exciting for him to have two entries that could possibly run and win. Two favorites in the Kentucky Derby, and wow, I'd love to see Bob Baffert as a jockey.
Can you
imagine? All right, well, thanks. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to talk more about horse racing. We're going to talk more about the HP Qualify contest that just finished, the daily double contest that we promoted so much. It finished last weekend. It was very exciting, and we're going to be talking about the Pick 5. So we'll see you when we come back from this commercial break.
Welcome back. And as you mentioned, this past weekend, the HP Qualify Daily Double Contest we've been promoting is over. And the three winners are in first place. We got, drum roll, Eric Moomey was first place. Ooh. The second place was Richard Goodall, and third place we have Paul Sherman. They each got NHC spots and the $11,500 players package.
Wow, I mean, really, just look at those names. Eric Moomey, a tour winner. Richard Goodall, of course, he won the 2008 NHC, won $500,000. Paul Sherman, he's always at the top in every contest. He's also a tour winner. It was like murderer's row. I mean, this was a contest. It was spectacular. It was a fun weekend. They all got NHC and players packages. So definitely HP Qualify very exciting. And they have a Lucky 7 contest coming up on March 21st and 22nd. Go to hpqualify.com for all the details. A very exciting contest. So we got the contest here, the contest coming up. Contests are just fun to play.
Everywhere. They are. They're fun to play. But speaking of now, let's go into your pick 5.
All right.
Give me some tips. All right?
All right, let's go.
Ready? All right. First race, $16,000 non-winners of 3 going a mile and a 16th. There's 9 horses. How do you see it?
All right, well, I thought this was one of the tougher races. My pick 5 today is going to be $72, and in this race, I'm going to use everybody except the 1 and the 2. The 1 and the 2 horses that I think are going to be hard-pressed to win. The other ones are very tightly matched, so I'm going to use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody except the 1 and the 2 in race 1.
All right. Second race, I know this is one of your favorites. It's maiden claimers going 5.5.
I love maiden claimers because I usually get a chance to eliminate a lot of the horses in the field, and a lot of the horses are just no good. They're maidens. They're really bad, and they may never break their maiden. They're gonna have to go to Los Alamitos or something maybe to break their maidens. I've concentrated on 3 horses that I think have a shot. Easter Lillian, he had some trouble in the first race, so I'm going to use the 4. The 5 is the obvious favorite, dropping from maiden special weight, and Bert's Baby. His first time he ran for a claiming race, he ran really good. So those 3 horses, 4, 5, and 6. I'm using 3 horses in race number 2.
All right. Third race, we have some hard-knocking $25,000 claimers going 6 furlongs.
Yeah, they're way too hard knocking for me. They're all really, I mean, when you get to that level, they're also competitive. I couldn't separate any of them, so I'm using them all. There's 8 of them. I'm using them all in my pick 5 ticket.
All right. The fourth goes 6.5 furlongs. Some lightly raced girls going in this one.
Yeah, but one of the girls I really like, and you interviewed this girl's trainer, Steve Knapp, and he's been on a roll. I mean, I think this is his best year. Yeah. The other day, Harlington Rose, that he said it was his best one. You saw that? Yeah. So he's on a roll. Felipe Valdez, the jockey, is on a roll. So I think big break to me. I'm singling big break, and hopefully it'll be alive to race number 5.
It's a good one. It's a good one. The 5th race. The 5th is the $100,000 Irish O'Brien Stakes going down the hill.
I'm also singling in this race. I like number 6, Velvet Mesquite. Already was beaten by Go West Marie, but Velvet Mesquite loves this downhill course. And when you get specialists, 8 tries, 5 wins. Just loves the downhill course. So it's another single for me, Velvet Mystique, and pick 5. Now people say, well, is Chappie really on vacation, or is he just so mad at you, George, that he refused to be on the show with you? No, if he was here, it could have been like that weekend update back when Dan Aykroyd and Jern Curtin, where they were just yelling at each other, because he would have been mad at me. So here's the story. Never talk anybody out of putting a horse in. So Chappie says to me in the pick 5 last week, he says, I think the first race is really tough. We should use everybody. And I talked him out of it. I said, we don't need to use the 5, 6, or 7. And he goes, what about the 7? The 7 couldn't win. I said, no, the 7 has no chance. He has no chance to win. I talked him out of it. And here on the set, everybody put in money, like we pulled our money. The 7 wins the race. It's the only race we missed. We hit every other race, and it paid $52,000. So Chappie, I think when he does return, it's just gonna, if he doesn't like hit me over the head with a bat, it'll be a miracle, because he's got to be livid.
Chappie, do it.
Everybody on the set was like, George, you cost us so much money. But it's great.
Oh, man.
Anyway, but here on the set, I just want to remind you guys watching the show, I hope you enjoy the show. Everybody's doing this show out of love. If we look wonderful, it's because we have a wonderful makeup artist that does such a great job. So big kudos out to Denise Guzman. Even cut your hair, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, just spectacular, right? Of course, Phoenix. If you need Phoenix for anything, she's there. MC, if you need her on camera, you need her for anything. DJ, she does it all. So you give us a call, you can hire her on the set. Jim Patrick doing a great job. We put all these lights together so we look so good. And if you see the show edited and all the wonderful editing, and I'm telling you, I mean, it is spectacular. It's because of John Mann. John Mann does such a wonderful job, and he's available for anything, bar mitzvahs, weddings, whatever it is you need. Horse racing, sports, anything you need, he'll be there. So give us a call. We're doing this for you guys. Chappie, of course, please use him in picking pick 5s. Don't take any of my word. Chappie, whatever Chappie says goes. So thank you guys and everybody on the set for doing such a wonderful job.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Ciao.